Dave, how you doing?
All right,
What's going on?
it's going.
Hey, Yolanda became a citizen, huh?
Yeah.
That's good.
You know Morrow, right?
Yeah.
He said when he went, it was in there was over 300 people,
Wow.
and this one was about maybe 30,
Well, it's
and it was at
no guarantee she can keep it,
huh?
but there's no guarantee she could keep it,
We're not counting on
unfortunately.
that.
Um, but
That ain't even in the plan. Like
at least she's not Hispanic, so
she's
she's
brown.
probably okay. She's not brown enough.
Yeah,
Like European brown is different from Native American brown. You know what I
she's
mean?
she's a European Mexican.
Yeah, it's different.
Wasn't a long time ago, wasn't?
No, I know. My
Native
family's
American.
my family doesn't remember that.
Oh no, I remember
Oh
it.
yeah,
My grandfather remembers it.
I remember it.
Yeah.
Growing up looking like me and having the name Kennedy, I heard all kinds of shit about Italians.
Yeah,
Then I
sometimes
waited
you didn't
for
even know
them
what
to
the
be.
fuck they were talking about. You know? Yeah, you
I
got a
wait.
double whammy because you're Irish too.
Yeah,
At least I got a break for being Swedish.
yeah, you're white, man.
Oh boy, I'm white. I'm white, white, white.
It's all bullshit, man. I hate it. Fucking hate it all. Oh fuck. I'm trying to get this glare off the screen here, but I can't get it.
Yeah, it's a light somewhere, some kind of light source. It's a sunny day.
Yeah, that's part of the blurriness with this because where I do this, there's always like light bouncing off the keyboard and up into the screen and camera.
Well, I have some tools that I'm going to try. AI tools that clean up a
Uh
lot of
oh,
shit. There's one.
not AI.
Oh, I love AI.
I know.
It's a wicked tool. There's one Adobe gives for free. You upload the audio file and it cleans it and levels out all the volume. And
Wow.
yeah, it's just at a website. I'm gonna try that because my levels have never been right. I'm too light. I'm too high. Um, I've tried a bunch of shit. I can't do it in Audacity unless I really want to just spend all afternoon fucking with it.
Oh God.
Like finding my sections and increasing it. Like it
Yeah,
can
yeah,
be done, but I'm not doing that.
yeah. It's like if you were getting paid for it, maybe.
Maybe. No, it is just fun.
Yeah.
And now that I have all them files I could just download off the site. I you know when the time comes, and they have like this editing too, where they actually find subjects, or you can find things. I intend to do this. Find all the times we were laughing, right? Find those, and I want those sections up. Like best
Yeah. All
of
right.
Blue Green Ocean Road.
There you
It's
go.
I've already got written like what I'm gonna call it. All the times we lost it, and just start right from the beginning and go and let AI do it. But I'm just this week, if I get a chance, I want to start messing around with it. There's a couple of them. They make shorts too, and they put the words. You've seen them actually,
Yeah, yeah. I've
probably.
seen them.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then they'll take care of your lighting problem and make you very handsome.
Oh Jesus, they're not miracle workers,
I'm
Dave.
putting hair on me. I'm gonna get hairy.
Fuck.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah. Put someone else's face on me, then maybe I'll be handsome.
Mikey, no George today.
Mikey's on. Look at him. I don't know
Mikey's
if it's George because he's up in North Conway.
that generally doesn't stop him.
Yeah.
Then maybe he'll drop by. Mikey's got his fucking lens cap on again. There he is.
There he is.
Whoa, what is it?
Look at you. Nanick of the North. How you doing?
Oh man, would they turn off
Hold
your
up
heat?
there. Hold up there.
Is it?
Yeah. 40s.
That's old man cold.
Yeah, old man cold. Yeah.
I'm old man cold.
Autumn cold.
No, man,
40s
I
in
like,
40s in March is like you're out in t-shirts and a shorts and a t-shirt, 40s in October and you're putting 40s in September and you're putting on a winter hat and all.
yeah. It's like 75 in my house, and I'm got a blanket.
That, that's old. That's
No,
old lady.
That's
That's old lady cold.
that's a
I'm
lady.
old lady cold, man.
Hey, you can be whatever you want to be, man. It's
I
all right,
want to
man.
be an old lady.
This is your safe space, Dave.
We talk whatever we want.
I'm an old lady in a middle-aged guy's body.
I'm
I'm an
not sure
old
you're middle
lesbian.
aged anymore, Mike. I think you
Middle
might be
age.
elderly.
Listen to this guy. Yeah, right.
I think you might be elderly now.
You're hoping. That means
Next
you're
year.
gonna make it to 100 and something.
Next year, I enter the elderly.
I read an article. The headline was elderly grandfather mauled by bear. And it was a 60-year-old grandfather who got mauled by a bear. 60 was an elderly grandfather.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I just read this book where they referred to this 60-year-old guy as the old guy.
Yeah, man. Telling you.
Well, I used to think 50 was the old guy, and I was 30,
Man, I
20.
remember when 24 looked fucking old.
Mm.
I do. That
When I
was,
was in when I was in Unity College, there was a guy who was like a little older than the rest. He was like 22,
yeah. Pops.
and we were all 18 and 19 and 20, and he was like 22, and he was old, man.
He was. When I was in boot camp, we were all 17, 18-year-olds. This one guy was 24. We called him Pops. And he looked like he started with the jowl thing. We could kind of see age in his face, although,
Wow.
you know what I mean? It just, you could tell that he was Pops. He's, look at this guy. He ran slower. He didn't jump as high. He was all fucking wrong. You know, just already going down the tube.
Yeah, I met someone from Unity College Thursday. She
One year.
graduated in 2005.
Oh, Jesus.
2005, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, she pulls in. I was getting gas. She pulls in with this beautiful cedar strip canoe. And I had to say something, It's like, hey, that's a beautiful canoe. And she just started talking to me about it, And she unstrapped it, let me lift it up. It was like, it weighed about what my canoe weighs, which I was surprised at, It weighed about 35 pounds, 30 pounds, somewhere in that. But it was a lot longer. Yeah, she went to Unity College. She was on her way up there again to go canoeing up there.
Nice.
She said it's all online now. There is no Unity
When
College.
George, when George and I went up a couple of years ago, well, last year, whenever it was, there were like 50 kids left.
Yeah,
And,
there's none now. It's totally online now.
Yeah, they're trying to sell the campus, and it's a beautiful little campus. And I don't understand why the university system doesn't pick it up and have a satellite, environmental school, environmental campus. It's like it's built for that.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost a lot to maintain it with nobody there.
Right. It's not popular anymore. Outdoor rec and natural.
Well,
science.
it was the pandemic that did it in.
Really.
They only had 300 students anyway, right? And then the pandemic hits. I mean,
yeah.
I liked the pandemic. I had a great time. I did. It was like I worked the whole time. I was lucky. I didn't have to worry about rent or any shit. I had somewhere to go, and getting there was a fucking breeze.
Yeah. I had just enough work that I could do in my shop to keep me going through it, or get me enough money to go through it. Because after that, I just had like the whole summer off. And you're supposed to shelter in place, but out here, like,
Fuck that.
I went swimming every day. I went horseback riding, hiking, paddling. I had a great time.
I behaved pretty normal. I went grocery shopping. I did all that. I got a little nervous around a cough, but what are you gonna do? I was really afraid that I would catch a common cold, right? And sneezing and coughing. I'm going to be a pariah, you know? That would have been bad, you know?
Well, the funny thing is, like, nobody had colds and flus that year because we
No.
were all wearing
I mean,
masks.
that's the cure for it, you know? If we don't want to just wrap our face up, we'd be fucking, you know. But you become susceptible to shit when you do get sick. Holy shit. It comes in bad. Like those guys that, people who've been in space, and those people who simulate space, like up in the Arctic and shit, Antarctic. The minute they get around people, they get the mother of all colds, you know? Like right away. Your immune system just fucking forgets how to do shit. It's not good. If you go to Mars, man, you ain't coming back. Well, you ain't gonna make it, for one thing.
You ain't coming back. If you make it, you're
You
not
ain't
coming
going-
back.
you ain't
It's a
going
one-way
back.
trip. That's stupid. Who would want to do that?
The astronauts that went beyond the Van Allen belt, which are the only people who ever done it, right? While they were out there, like summertime, like they were getting like these flashes in their eyes, right? They were what do you call them? Particles.
Yeah, right. Neutrinos or something.
Yeah, like big ones, and they were causing flashes. Like they're just tearing through their bodies, you know.
Yeah.
They get nailed good.
Right now, there's neutrinos going through us as we speak.
Those things are really wild. They study them like deep into underground in water.
Yeah.
And they're kind of almost dark matter. They kind of straddle that. That's like the closest they can get to like dark
Yeah,
matter.
the difference is they're real.
Yeah.
You know, they're actual real particles that we can measure.
They're big.
And they're going right through you right
I don't
now.
give a shit. No, because they're not really kind of here. That's the weird thing about
Well,
it.
they are. They're just going through the space between your atoms.
Discriminatory. Ricky.
Let's talk about robots. Let's get that robot thing going. Robots playing baseball.
Discriminatory.
I'm gonna cut this out and put it at the intro. I'll just make it
Just
short.
start every podcast with let's talk about robots.
Any new ones?
Oh, we didn't do the George opening. Bonjour and
Yeah.
in the duck.
You want to do it?
I mean,
Shout out to George, man. Shout him out. He's on vacation. Let's shout out to George.
shout, hey George!
Where are you?
Shout him the fuck out, man.
Well, the podcast ain't over yet. That would be the one. I think that's the first one he'd missed.
Well, we were messaging this morning, and last thing I asked him if it's going to be on the Google Meet, and he never answered me. So
Jeez.
He must be shopping.
shopping.
He's paying for that thing he blew off last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, he's paying
for
the price.
Paybacks
That's
of
right.
biatch.
The man has been chained to something.
George.
He's not allowed out.
Paybacks of biatch.
What was that he was going to do? Like some musical or some fucking thing? Right? Like, what was it? He said,
No, he didn't want to go
Paybacks
to
of fucking biatch.
Downton Abbey, the movie.
Yeah, I
Down
don't blame
fucking
him.
Abbey.
Fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, Laura was really into that show, man. It was
Yeah.
just celebrated the worst people in the world of their time. You know, Victorian England. These were the upper crust of England
Yeah, those
in
people
the
are
height
fun
of
to
the
watch.
British Empire. They were the worst people in the world.
They still are.
No, MAGA's got them now.
It's all
Megan's
they're
done.
all Tom and Daisies. Every time I see a couple, I go Tom and Daisy. There's a Tom and Daisy right there. You know,
Oh, sometimes I see a Harry and Rhonda.
Harry and Rhonda.
Harry as a boy.
What was I doing? That was
Never
going through my
forget.
head this morning while I was doing rounds. I can't help it. It's sad.
You were doing rounds listening to Thingfish.
Yeah. I'm
Ever heard
doing
that, Mike?
What's that?
Head
Frank
like a
Zappa's album,
potato.
Thingfish.
Say again?
The name of the album is Thingfish.
No.
You got to listen
Think
to
so.
it, man. It's the most bizarre play. I guess it's a radio play, for lack of better It's the most bizarre thing you'll ever hear. If you listen to it twice, you'll end up quoting it. It'll start coming out of you in conversations.
Oh, kingfish.
Thing fish.
Where do you find it?
Well, you got
Spotify.
this is probably the easiest time ever to find anything. Mikey, you gotta get.
Frank Zappa, Thing Fish.
Yeah, it's fucking beautiful.
Oh, Frank
This is
Zappa.
Clay. He's talking
Frank
about.
Zappa.
He's really talking about the invention of AIDS. He felt that AIDS was an invention by the government to cure the white man's burden.
He ain't the only one.
Yeah. Well, okay, but that's what he's talking about. And in his story, it's this galut kalagna that changes you into something mean and ugly. And if you're already mean and ugly, it'll change you into a weird,
It was an
unknown creature
experiment
never
on
before
San
seen on
Quentin
Broadway.
prisoners. It was prisoners. They put it in their mashed potatoes and then they escaped and made a musical on Broadway.
Yeah. It's funny as hell, but it is the most bizarre thing you'll ever hear. And there are these two characters that he invents and then just destroys, Harry and Rhonda. And I have actually worked for them. We were in a house doing this, fancy house, and these people came in and they were Harry and Rhonda. And man, you got to hear this to understand what I'm talking about. But
They're the ones who look like they lived in the 50s.
well, no, Harry is kind of more like a preppy boy,
Oh, okay.
and Rhonda's got she's got a briefcase. She's kind of like a power.
Harry is an overeducated cocksucker. And Rhonda likes to fucking grind on a fucking briefcase
Yeah,
for her career.
yeah.
So I did this morning, right? I got in the bathroom, took a piss, and then I saw the first time I saw the uniform they gave me on the first time, right? Really, just the whole thing. I'm like, oh, look at security costumey all over my body. So yeah, that just popped in my head. Look at you, head like a potato. Yeah,
So, oh yeah,
Yeah. yeah,
lips like a duck.
yeah.
No,
Looks
not
like a
yet.
duck.
So these creatures that after they eat the mashed potatoes, they turn into these mammy nuns, which they have a head like a potato, lips like a duck, and they wear nun uniform, religious costumery.
All over their body.
So is this a film or is it an album?
I think they were going to make it a film,
Oh.
but it's an album.
Zappa might have done something. It might be in his basement, and
Right.
Gail's got it. It probably did something with it. They performed it, so there's that. That's probably there too.
I saw some kind of video, like early '80s video, where they had a mammy nun.
Oh yeah, they did it when he was into that claymation. Zappa just got heavy into it. Like this one guy was doing it, and he's over there moving shit around because claymation's fun.
Yeah.
If you have the patience for it.
Anyway, check it out. And all you people out there in YouTube land, check out Frank Zappa's Thing Fish.
I think I could probably send that to you, Mikey. I'll try.
Yeah.
I think I'd
Send
send that
it.
file to you.
That way I'll be more likely to do it.
Oh, I know you ain't gonna find it. Because he's okay. I gotta find this album. He's out looking under rocks in his fucking yard and shit. That's a
Yeah,
great.
well-
That was a great thing. I used to love doing that. Like I never thought to do this before. I did it with the kids at your yard. Look under the rocks, see what's going on. Did it with
That's fun.
yeah.
Do it in streams too. You can
Megan
find
and
those
Ryan.
Elderlights. Those are really creepy looking.
Some rocks don't have nothing. Some rocks
Right.
got a lot of stuff. Like a salamander takes off and there's red ants everywhere.
And they're on you.
And they're carrying eggs. And they're going like, what the hell's this? What's going on here?
I like doing it down by the ocean. You get little crabs underneath them.
I was doing my after dinner walk. I think I was telling you, Mike, you were on the phone, and I picked up these albums somebody was throwing away. because
Oh, yeah.
there's this big junk. There's a big junk collection that just happens. Everybody threw out their stuff, and
Roy Acuff. Nice.
thing is, I don't have a record player.
There was the one in the pile.
Buck.
Owens.
Hooray.
Let me hold them up. Do you see it backwards?
Oh, no, I saw it. Fine. Actually, it was
That one
folded.
was fine.
Yours isn't mirrored for some reason.
Jimmy. It says Country Jimmy.
Play country guitar with Jimmy Bryant.
Well, why don't you? Oh, I've been playing that guitar now, and you asked me how it sounds. Sounds like a $200 guitar.
Oh. Hey, look at you.
Folk guitar.
It's fun. It's easy. It really works.
It really works.
You got to do a G chord.
You know, I didn't notice it.
Last
I brought it to work, and then strumming it with a pick really brings out the problems, the buzz and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I do Travis picking at home, which forgives everything pretty much.
What's that one?
Says un-Canadian errant. It's these. I didn't know. I'd never heard them either, so I looked them up on YouTube. It's this pretty cool folk duo, and they sing in. Of course, they sing in French Canadian.
Well, you wouldn't be able to understand them anyway.
Hey, did George go to that concert, or is he doing it this weekend?
No, he went.
He went?
Willie Nelson.
You see Billy Strings? Was that there?
I don't think Billy was there. I don't think Billy was in this show.
No, because I was looking for it. He's got they got a fucking page, a YouTube channel, and they pretty much post everything they're doing. They were in Tennessee. I was waiting to see when he got around.
They got a different guest list for each show wherever they go. So, like when you look up the Outlaw Music Festival, they're going to show everybody who's going to play on that tour. But you don't really know unless you look up the venue you're going to see them in, who's actually there.
I think Sheryl Crow was one of the.
Sheryl Crow was there.
I love her.
And Waxahachie, which you should check out. They're really good.
Anyway, I was wondering because they they post what they did yesterday. Which is pretty cool.
I got to see Billy Strings and Molly Tuttle together at Newport Folk Festival. That was really good. Talk about some guitar players. Holy shit.
Did you ever hear like an interview with him? Is like when he broke through, like and just figured it out. He was like on a 3-day bender, and he played guitar for like 72 hours straight. He said without putting it down, and he just broke through.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had something like that happen to me.
Brain just clicked.
I was at a party, and I was just the right amount of drunk and high. I wasn't really drunk, but I had a couple of beers.
Irish
Enough
drunk.
to loosen up, and I was really baked, And these guys were playing, that Bromberg medley of Irish fiddle tunes? You know that? We had a guy on fiddle and another guy strumming, and I found the right scale. I don't know if I could ever find it again, but I actually played those tunes because I knew them. Yeah, I listened to it a million times.
Right.
And I found the right scale, and I was just doing that whole medley of Irish fiddle tunes on guitar, and I was never able to do it again after that.
You found the mode.
I found the mode and had just the right headspace.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
You were put on the spot, and boom, it all came together.
It all came together.
That happens sometimes too.
Yeah, you get in the moment. I'm in the moment. So with
I
that G chord,
like to call it Zen guitar. You get in this place where you're not thinking about what to play. You're not telling your fingers what to do. You're just listening to some guy play your guitar. And damn, he's pretty good. When that happens, he's pretty good. When it doesn't happen, he's not very good at all.
So particularly with Billy Strings, he was able to make some kind of permanent breakthrough,
Yeah.
Like he once he made that breakthrough, he was there, And up until then, he was playing, Black Sabbath and whatever, stuff everybody plays, right?
Right.
And then he just broke in a good way.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm.
I'm still waiting for that to happen to me.
Yeah, me too.
I'm
I'm
not.
willing to put in the 72 hours
I'm not
straight
waiting for
without
nothing.
something.
I'm waiting for that G code to
Not
finally
stopping.
work. Like, you don't laugh, right? I, like your G is sort of like the C, right?
Yeah.
So I want my fucking finger to go up there, right? But it won't, because I've been doing that G since John shed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So listen. So I said, okay, we're gonna go do the C, right? And then they go, hey, what are you doing? I got you, right? It's so fucked up. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys should write a song, John's Shed.
John shed. Yeah, yeah.
Except we don't want to honor that motherfucker.
But
Or
the
you
shed,
don't, you
the
don't
shed
have to.
deserves some
You wouldn't
fucking
have to.
love.
What's that? The shed deserves some love?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You're
all
right.
about the shed.
The
It's all
shed.
about the shed, not John.
It's all the
Jesus.
shed.
Put it down.
In the memory of John.
Let it go.
The guy went south. I mean, what the fuck? Some people's chemicals in their head. You can't help it. You can't help it. I'm sure he can't help it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sucks for him too, I imagine.
I bet he's pretty lonely.
Yeah, I bet he is.
He's living at his mom's house.
Yeah.
I don't even think I've ever been in the shed.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so either. I met you long after that. I mean, he was still in there.
I used to
I had
I used to go with John's. I used to go with John's a lot after I dropped out of school, and we were in the band and stuff, and he would always like I'd get there in the morning because I used to drive in with my mom and take the car, right? Drop my mom off at work, take the car, go hang out with John for a while, and he was never awake. Like I get there in the morning and he'd like sleep for a couple hours. And I just sit
mornings are
there
off the
playing his.
table.
I'd sit there playing his applause guitar or whatever it was, and then you finally wake up like around 11 or something, you know, and
But then he was
hang out
sleeping
for.
in the shed back then. Like he was living in the shed.
Yeah, that particular time when I was going, he was in his bedroom.
When I
Yeah,
Must
was
have
on
been
leave,
winter.
he was in the bedroom. He was inside. But him
yeah, he
and
was in
Jane
his
were
bedroom.
inside. He had his album in there. We listened to what's that dead one? Go to Heaven. When that came out. So whenever that album came out, that was the time.
Hmm.
81? 80? Go to Heaven. I remember I didn't want to be in there. I said, let's go outside because we started tripping. I'm tripping and I'm sitting in John's house.
Oh,
With
Jesus.
Bertha
Yeah, get
over
out of
there
there.
and shit. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to be in here, man. I just don't. But we went outside. We finally went outside. But they were perfectly happy just sitting there in the bedroom. I think Sheila's. I think he ended up with Sheila's bedroom.
That's weird.
Sheila.
Because I know while we were in that band, he was like, I remember one night tripping with Terry Brick
Yeah.
and John Segee
Ugh.
and Dave and John and me. And we were all out in the shed. And that was during that band period. Man, those guys got into the violence. Whew.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Me and,
That
me
was
and Fred
that
still
was wild.
quote.
I wonder who
Me and
that
Fred still quote John Segee when he
that
at
man.
Maple Glen Inn. Maple Glen Inn, they were trying to get him to finally pay up, and John Segee goes, "I thought JP paid. JP said he paid the tab." So we always say that. We always. That's something we always say. JP paid the tab.
That's funny.
Or it's
Of
JP's
course,
tab.
nobody paid that tab.
Yeah. Especially JP.
The funny thing is when I had a tab there, I wasn't drinking. So I was drinking cranberry juice and grapefruit juice mixed. So it looked like I had a drink, but I wasn't drinking.
I've done that.
So my tab was like $10. So I paid it. I was the only one who paid my tab.
I didn't even know you could have
You're
a
the only
tab.
one who could hold your liquor and pay your tab. You're all responsible.
Well, beers were like those long neck Budweisers were 90 cents.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I think Fred used to go and like with a $10 bill and buy the last one with dimes.
11 beers.
That's gone. That's
A
done.
lot of beers.
There's a
Oh,
bar.
man.
There's a bar in North
So,
Providence.
you ever see that movie, Dazed and Confused?
Yeah, a long time ago.
No, I never saw that.
All right, you should check that one out because
I've been told I should.
it'll
check
bring
it
you
out.
back.
Huh?
You know, we didn't have there's this whole Texas culture where the kids who were going to be seniors got to paddle the kids who were going to be freshmen all summer. They find them and
Oh, hazing. Is that what that's about?
But so we didn't have that or the cheerleader thing, but a lot of it, like the clothes, the cars, the driving around, drinking and smoking pot. You know, at like in your early teens,
Yeah.
like we had all that, you
Yeah.
know, and big keg party in the woods and all that. The music that's playing, it'll bring you right back.
Carrie's like that.
Carrie?
Carrie, yeah, Stephen King's
Back
Carrie.
then.
That was the time, and that's going on in that book. I read it not long ago. I went, well, geez, that brought me right back to '78. You know,
The other one is Almost Famous. That'll bring you back too.
I saw that one. Yeah, that's good.
I want to go. I don't want to go back.
Was it Rickman? I forget his first name.
Have you read Stephen King's Misery?
Yeah.
No.
Have you?
No, but Joanne was saying it's her favorite Stephen King book. I was wondering if you guys read it.
It's the only book that ever made me jump, Mikey. A book made me jump like a fright scare. I jumped, and then I'm looking at the book like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? It's books don't do
Misery?
that. Then that's like like they put a cat in front of you or some shit, right? It's not gonna spoil it. The line is that a car? Which meant Annie's back. And he was in a bad place. It was like the worst place for him to be, to have Annie come back. That's all. It was the line. Is that a car? I went, fuck. And then now I stopped and I was just looking at the book and just amazed at what had just happened, you know? Yeah, it's a great book. You know, I read that cold. I didn't know what it was about. And so I'm not spoiling this either because it's the beginning. He's in bed. He's in pain. He doesn't understand what the fuck is going on. Somebody comes, gives him a drug, and the pain goes away. And King describes the pain as a tide. Like when the tide's, and there's pylons, right, from an old dock, right? And when the tide's in, you can just see just a little bit of the jagged edges of the top of the pylons, right? And when he was in pain, and like the tide would be going out, like it'd be like the pylons would be a little bit. And when he was in really bad shape, the tide had gone all the way out, and those fucking pylons were like dry and mud, you know? And that's how they described it. And that's how it starts. And you're going like, what the fuck is going on? So he finds out like you find out, like slowly. Like there's this slow reveal. And yeah, I'm your number one fan.
It's a master.
Well, it's fucking
It's a
beautiful.
master work. Yeah,
The shit
master
in the
work.
movie ain't the shit in the book, they ain't in the movie.
I like
She said she liked the movie. She said she liked the movie
I
too,
thought
but
the
she
movie
said it
was
wasn't.
great.
It's not something she typically doesn't like Stephen King movies.
No,
you know?
he started taking over. He's involved in these, right? He didn't like Kubrick's. There was a bunch of earlier ones he didn't like, but now he's there. You know, I mean, he's not telling people what to do, but he's like.
He didn't take over the Dark Tower movie.
Huh?
That was awful.
What?
He didn't
what
do
movie?
the Dark Tower movie.
He didn't have anything to do with that, I don't think.
No, they really fucked that up.
Well, he's not in everything. He's like he doesn't insist like if he's got time, I guess, or ones he cares about. Like I don't think like if they say, hey, we want to do Dark Tower, he says, yeah, have fun. You know, I would imagine him just going.
You can't do the whole Dark Tower series. You can't do that in one book. In one movie, you have to do 7 movies.
You know, when George was here the other week, I gave him the first 4.
All right, good.
I don't know if it'll take, but
That's because the Gunslinger is my favorite Stephen King book.
which one? 1 of 5, 7.
The first one.
Yeah, but the last one's named the same. It's when you find out when you're trying to look for the book, you could if you wanted 7, you might end up with 1.
Isn't that the Dark Tower? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, but it comes up. It's I think the main. I don't know why it does that, but I have a hell of a time finding it. Like when you're searching for it, you got to go Dark Tower 7. I don't know why.
So Misery came out in 1990 and is directed by Rob Reiner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob
Kathy
Reiner
Bates.
does great fucking work, man.
Kathy Bates.
And she's
Kathy
awesome.
Bates. Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
She credited the writing. He says, yeah, all right, but it's those wonderful lines. He says, I didn't write those lines.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
She's
you should.
good.
Yeah, do it.
I saw her in a series about a dispensary, a pot dispensary in California. That was actually funny. It didn't have like it did have some of the typical stoner jokes, but a lot of it was actually really funny, funnier than I thought it would be, because of her.
Yeah, she's good.
Yep.
Yeah, she's
Well,
doing what
speaking of Rob
Matlock
Reiner,
right
Yeah.
now. She's got a show, Matlock. It's on one
She's
of the
Matlock.
networks.
Yep. So, what are you saying about Rob Reiner?
Have you seen the new Spinal Tap?
No, not yet.
And it's out apparently.
Is it? Is it in theaters?
Yeah.
Oh man, I got to see it.
Hey,
That's
Looks like
how about the Long Walk? You gonna go see the Long Walk with your girlfriend?
oh the Long Walk. Yeah, yeah,
You should. You should.
yeah. Have you seen it?
No, I read the book, and what Mark Hamill's in it. Mark Hamill's great. I've seen him in a couple of things. He was in the House of Usher. What's the other one? I got to rent it because I actually got the book on purpose because he's in it, and I finished reading it, and now I'm gonna go see it. I can rent it for like $4.
Yeah, Bates won an Academy Award for The Misery.
Creepy.
It's called Life of Chuck.
Life of Chuck.
That's the one that was out. Now he's in. Just yeah, Friday. Friday it came out. Yeah, last night. The Long Walk. The Long Walk. The Long Walk is a Bachman book. He wrote. He wrote under a pseudonym just to see if, maybe my books just sell because my name's on it. And I ended up reading it. I read it because I was going. I think this is Stephen King. It started getting out. People are reading it. They're going. This is. So anyway, it was a rumor. So I grab it and I'm reading it and I'm going, oh yeah, man, this is. I think this is Stephen King, right?
There's no hiding. There's no hiding him.
There's This is the beginning, so it ain't a spoiler. You this is just something that you find out like, well, it's a little spoiler.
If you watch the trailer, you kind of know what's going on.
Yeah, that's true. So the book starts. I have no idea what it's about, and these kids, they get together like it's a Boy Scout thing on a weekend, but they all come from different places. It's vague why they're there. It becomes apparent later. So they start walking, and some kid just starts lagging behind, and there's like these vehicles following them. There's like these on like off to the side, and this guy gets over with a rifle, and they give him 3 warnings to get walking again, and then they just blow his head off. And that's when I decided, yeah, this is King. I think this is King. I don't think anybody else would even do that. So, and it's not about that. It really isn't. It's about the friendships that are, and just the bonding and all that. And it's really kind of tragic because only one of them's going to make it, or could possibly make it. There's no way out. They're all doomed. So it's really something, actually. It's a hell of a read. But it's going to be a hell of a movie, too, because he's involved in this one. Yeah, this wasn't. He didn't let somebody else go run wild with it, so it's going to be pretty fucking great. I'm going to rent it, but I mean,
didn't he write Stand By Me?
Yeah, that's called Different Seasons. I got that book in Tahoe, right? And I'm thinking King, right? And the first one's Shawshank's Redemption, right? And I'm waiting for the creepy shit to start, right? Never did. I go, wow, that's just a regular story. They all that way. Stand By Me is called The Body. It's about 4 boys that go off to find another boy who's apparently dead in the woods somewhere. So it's that walk, and then there's bullies, and it's just yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a cool book,
and it was a good movie. And I think Rob Reiner
all made great movies.
Direct that one.
Which one?
Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rob Reiner directed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah,
He's
Wesley's
kind of,
in it.
Him and
Wesley Crusher.
Him and Richie Cunningham, Opie Cunningham. They both have similar kind of styles.
They're great directors.
Yeah, they're both very good.
Well, they're both kind of children of Hollywood of that time
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Rob was Meathead.
Yeah.
Rob Reiner.
I think my favorite is Few Good Men. I've seen that way too many times. That is like the perfect fucking movie. The Cuban Thing. I'm in trouble again, aren't I?
Well,
I just read another Willie Vlotton book called Nightline. No, Northline. It's called Northline. Do you remember Willie Vlotton? I turned you on to him, Dave. And you got one of his books. I think it was Don't Walk Out on Me. Do you remember that? And it comes with a CD. He writes soundtracks to his books,
That's
and
right.
they're
I do
actually really
remember that.
good.
That was a short read. I don't remember much about it though. I do remember the
He
music. I think I had to download
he,
it. I
he
think I
grew up
downloaded
in
it.
Reno.
Huh?
He grew up in Reno,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah,
He grew up
yeah,
in Reno,
yeah.
and so all his stories take place around Reno, and
Oh,
they're usually pretty dark,
you know
you
what?
know.
That sounds like something like I'd love, but my fucking brain just kind of I don't know that ended up in the dumpster. It's something.
I've
Maybe
read
check
all
it out.
everything
What's it
he's
called,
done. I
Mikey?
really like it.
I think I
Yeah,
could go back to that. See again.
yeah, yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Don't Walk Out on Me. Willie Vlotton,
Okay.
Vlautin, and he's in a band. Richmond Fontaine is called, and they do really cool like Western style instrumentals and things. And so he had this idea to release, and he's done it with more than one book. He releases a soundtrack to the book,
It's a good idea.
and it's actually really good stuff with pedal steel, and it sounds
nice.
great, But it's just like you can't. I don't know what he's thinking. Like you can't. I mean, obviously, it's a lot shorter than the book. You don't listen to it while you're reading the book, although you could.
Yeah, you live it over and over.
Yeah, just have it go over and over. But
I read
I've
fast.
never heard of an author doing that. You know.
No, that's pretty cool.
A book that comes with a
He just
soundtrack.
happened to be he was a musician first, and he started writing books for his own sake, and then little by little, um, his stuff started to get more noticed, and when Cito was truck driving, he was in Reno, and he stopped into it at a bookstore, and he picked up this local author, right, Willie Blunt. That's how he found the book, found the guy, and he turned me on to him. And I think he's written about a dozen books,
Wow.
but they're all very dark. They're very real.
Oh, Reno's kind of dark.
Alcoholics. Yeah, these alcoholics in Reno,
Oh my
and
God,
that kind of thing,
you
and
burn out fast there.
bars, real motels that he's known, and that kind of thing. But they always have this glimmer of hope at the end, right? You wouldn't say they were a happy ending by any means, but there's like this glimmer of hope, right, at the end.
That's kind of true with everything,
So
isn't it? As long as you're still
yeah, it's
breathing.
very real. The endings of his stories are just like real life. There's just like another page, right? But maybe with a little glimmer of hope, and
Those are the ones you wish wouldn't end. Like you
uh,
don't want it to end
easy
there.
reads. Yeah, really good reads, and fast and good characters.
I
So
don't remember. I
yeah,
remember Tropic of Cancer, and when I got to the end, I wasn't ready for the ending. Like I wanted I wanted more.
Who
I
wrote
don't remember
that?
why now. Like was it finished or something?
Who
Because it
wrote that?
wasn't. Because he was just writing about being there. So like I'm
Tropic of
stopping.
Cancer. That was a really controversial book, wasn't it?
Yeah, because he says whore and he sleeps around and shit. It's really harmless now, but I mean back then, yeah. Woo. I think he wrote. I think he said tit. So I don't remember. I remember at first going. I said, oh, this would have been a long time ago because I wasn't picking up on anything that particular. You know, it wasn't pure. I mean, the guy wasn't he wasn't a regular guy. He just went to France and he was, trying to be a writer. I remember one line he called he described this girl as an international whore. He had these other things, and then he ended and said like she's this and this and this. She's an international whore, and I love that line. And I guess I might even get a strike today for that, right?
Who knows, man?
That's what I'll call That's what I'll call this one.
See
No
that?
views.
No,
Nope, ain't happening.
too much
It's called The
white.
Horse. It's called The Horse, Willie Vaughton. It's a really good one. He's this guy who out west, and he's just a string of bad luck. I mean, this guy is a musician. He wrote good songs, but just string of bad luck. Ends up just living in this shack in the middle of the desert with his guitar,
Geez, that don't
and
sound bad.
this horse shows up outside his door and just stays there, and and you learn about his character through his songs, right? You learn about who he is through the songs he's written and all these different bands
Wow.
he's been in and stuff. It's really good, man. Good stuff. I really recommend this guy.
All right
I
then.
think you find him.
Don't walk out on me. Is that the horse?
No, that's a different one.
No, don't walk out on me. It's a whole different. He's a young boxer in that one. The main character
So
is
that's
this
all.
young kid
These are all
trained
his books, though.
as a
You're talking
boxer.
about, right?
What?
You talking about all these books that he wrote?
Yeah, Willie Vaughton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't walk out on me. He's a young boxer who's living on this ranch and going to try to make it in the boxing world in Vegas, and everything takes place out there. It's great.
Lawton, L-A-W.
No,
It's
What?
Vautin.
Bloutin.
EU.
EU.
Vlautin. Lawton.
Okay.
Willie with a Y.
Don't walk out on me. Will probably work as a search, and then Willie BCDAL
Vlautin.
Elemental.
Vlautin. Lawton.
Oh no, I can't find it. Don't walk out on me. I do remember that, Mikey. There's a vague memory
Yeah,
from
yeah.
a long, long time ago.
Yep.
That was
That
like
comes with the
80.
soundtrack.
What? 5?
No, it's not that old. I don't think.
Then you recommended the book. It was later, like 90, maybe.
No, it was just a couple of years, like last year
Last year.
that
Oh, I
I
didn't know.
I told you
That
about
wasn't
it.
me. I could remember last
Yeah,
year.
yeah, it was definitely you. It was definitely you. Yeah,
Really?
because you ordered it. You ordered it right away.
Son of a bitch. Oh
You ordered it
no!
right away,
Don't tell me
and
this
you
shit.
said you liked it.
Ah, la 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 la. My wife told me yesterday I'm walking all hunched. Right?
What?
Yeah, I'm walking hunched. I'm looking down. I'm looking where I'm going. 'Cause I think it's because I got dizzy. Almost fucking. Yeah, I just want to plan my
You got dizzy? What happened? Why are you dizzy?
fucking heart disease, man. I got high blood pressure. So I lost weight, and my blood pressure went down. I'm taking this blood pressure pills, right, for a 200-pound man, and now I'm like 160, and I'm starting to fucking get this. So anyway, it's kind of equaled out, but I think I got the habit, right? But now I'm not dizzy anymore. I can get out of the habit. But I hadn't even noticed. She says, "Yeah, you're walking all hunch. What's wrong?" I said, "Am I?"
Wow.
So you tend to look at. I don't know. Do you look at stairs when you're going down them?
Yeah.
That's hunched, right? I don't think young people do. I know I never did. I used to fly
It's
down
the, it's
stairs.
the hunch from reading the phone and looking at computers.
It's more the phone.
It's called the digital haunch. The digital haunch.
If you and I don't actually hold the phone much. I don't really do that. I don't do anything with them. I'll call you.
Yeah, I got this phone that can do everything, It could go online and all this, but I only use it as a phone and a
No,
camera.
I used it as a taxi. I went to Brown in an Uber, which was my phone. I took my phone
Right.
to Brown because I didn't want to try and fucking park over there. Sales, sales hall. Beautiful. Oh, I took pictures. Have you ever been in there?
No.
Ah, Mike, it's got this. The woodworking on the ceiling is breathtaking. It's old. Like, these guys like carved that. Like the ceiling would have stayed up fine if you hadn't done it. But wow. So I took pictures. I'll send them to you. I
Nice.
had you in mind. I said, wow, this is fucking wild. Look at this fucking woodwork in here. I said,
Yeah,
Mike
there's a
should
lot
do
of
this.
there's a lot of nice stuff in Providence. Unfortunately, when they refurbish old houses in Providence, they just go with the cheapest shit they can find.
Yeah, yeah.
They
They
rip
got
out
it.
these beautiful woodworking and throw in the cheapest shit possible. You know, which if they did it right, they'd raise the property values. It'd be worth doing. But that's the different mindset. Like I work in a lot of the buildings that are the same age, but they're in Cambridge, and so they're spending the money on them, restoring them.
Well, they want an
And
old
they're
house.
beautiful.
So people want a new house. They just didn't know it when they got an old one.
Yeah, they want to make it look like a new modern, ranch house or what they think is. I don't know. They're fucking stupid.
My
Make it
grandmother's
as-
house is over 200 years old. That farmhouse, right? And it was the beams up in the attic were shaped with an axe, right? And they had pegs. They pegged it, and it wasn't going anywhere. That fucking building, right?
That's an old
people
post and
bought
beam
it.
house.
Cut skylights into it, right? And just completely fucked with the, with its
Yeah.
ability to hold itself up. I know I went by there. There was skylights. I said, "Oh, that's insane!" And then the snowstorm, and then it started. It sagged, and
Well,
I guess they fixed it. But hey, spend more money, dummy.
my
Skylight.
brother's fixing a cupola on a barn right in the heart of Chepachet. Something you've seen a million times as you drove through there, And I got to go over there and check the place out. And it's from the 1700s. The barn's really cool, there's the hayloft and then the cupola. So you got to be up in where the hayloft was. And it's got like trap doors for throwing hay down to the horses.
Oh yeah.
Stalls below. And then in front of the stalls, they've got these trap doors where they shoveled all the manure down into the pigsty. And then the pigs would eat it.
So is he replacing like parts of it, or what's he doing?
Yeah, he's fixing it all up and trying to make it look like it did.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I've been in the Masonic Lodge over there. It's the
Have
same,
you?
but yeah, it's old. It's old.
Yeah.
It's one of those buildings where all the rises are different lengths. The stairs, just
So they don't just let anybody in those places, right?
Well, not in a Masonic lodge. You have to be a Mason.
You walk by them all the time. There's one in town. I was like, oh, I wish I could check that place out. Go inside that place.
You got to join. You got to join the Masons.
I don't know. I think
Wouldn't
maybe
let me in.
you could look in there.
Can anybody join? Can I just
Yeah,
ask to
you
join?
have to ask.
Or do you have to have like a
You have to be asked.
Yeah.
You can't get somebody. You can't say, hey, it's great, Masons. You should join. We can't recruit, but we can be asked. And then why you want to be a Mason?
It's hard to see in the buildings.
Oh. Well, okay. I think I probably could do that. I could do that.
Dave's a Mason.
Yeah, I just want to check out the buildings. That's all.
Would pitches
I
do?
can't tell you about the secret initiations. They're not allowed to talk about that. But they do involve cattle prods up the ass.
No,
So
I believe there's actually YouTube videos of them now. So
really,
that secret was.
Oh, that sucks.
It didn't seem like that was a big secret because I was going around.
There's levels, right? There's levels, right?
There's 3
Lots of
degrees. There's 3 degrees.
And you can be way up there, but you don't know what these guys know, right? Because you're here and they're here, and there's a whole bit of difference.
You know what? You should just go ahead and imagine anything you want. That's it. We
I
encourage
know that's
that.
much more fun.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't
tell
want
you.
to
I'm
see
not
it
gonna
on
pop that
YouTube.
bubble.
It's probably boring. The probably initiation rites are really boring too.
Ah,
Like,
yeah, it is. It's a drag. Don't do it. Don't look too deep. It's a disappointment like everything else.
There's like everything else. There's an upper level, upper echelon.
Of course.
There.
And there's a conspiracy, and then
Well,
there's
don't you have to be a Mason first before you can be like a Shriner or a
Yeah,
Jester or
yeah.
any of that stuff?
yeah, that's the Scottish Rite. That's after you become a first degree Mason. Some people don't make it past. There's third, second, first, and then you go up. And there's some people like famous people that never went past the first initiate. President Johnson was third degree. He did, he went in, nope, not gonna do it.
It's like, man, I never even made it out of Cub Scouts.
Oh, neither did I. Oh, well,
It was Boy
what the fuck
Scouts.
was
We were
that shit?
Eagle Scouts, and then you're like the main guide.
Yeah, I never liked the Eagle Scouts. I
You
don't
know,
remember.
You an Eagle Scout?
in Foster in Sequoia's troop, they a lot of the kids made Eagle, and it just means they took a lot of classes that you don't get
It
in
just
school.
means that the scout master did something with them. That's what
No,
it means.
Doesn't it?
no, it doesn't.
You
Looks
don't
At
good
think
least
on the
not
so?
in
resume.
Foster. In Foster, it was really cool. You know, they always
Until
they
they,
you worked on the merit badges. You got so many merit badges, you could move up a class. You know,
I stuck with it until they made me hang my underwear up on a tree, and then I'm like, I'm out of here, man.
you can't get over that.
They gave up like
They had me they had me hang my dirty underwear up on a tree and had me eating peaches and beans in a fucking wigwam.
a tactical. I want to do more with that shit. I want to
But
go
I was
camping and
safe.
stuff.
Our troop sucked.
It did.
I went into the Boy Scouts for a little while, and it just was we didn't have a good scoutmaster. We had lost our scoutmaster, and Mr. Tucciaroni took over, and he was from the city, and he thought of it as a like a paramilitary group, and so he was training us to go into the military. So we were marching and saluting and all that shit. And it's during Vietnam, right? Nobody wants to hear that shit. So instead of going to Boy Scouts, me and John would go like running around the neighborhood, smoking pot and smoking cigarettes. And oh, we got a Boy Scout camp out this weekend, but we were really just out in the woods camping because our troop didn't do any campouts. You know, here we were out in the country and we didn't do any campouts. Like that's why I joined. I wanted to go camping and canoeing, like
And you did.
you know, yeah, we did without the Boy Scouts, and they finally kicked
We
us
just
out.
made we just made arts and crafts in somebody's basement. So
Yeah, that's the Cub Scouts. So, my friend Steve, remember Steve Boucher?
Yep.
He was going to be a den mother, and he got me to be the assistant den mother. So we didn't do any of the arts and crafts shit. We took the boys out in the woods every day, every Saturday, and we
You
did
do
stuff.
archery?
We built snow sculptures, we built shelters, we built fires.
Archery?
hung up underwear.
We didn't do archery
Ah,
in the Cub Scouts. I didn't have any bows that were,
they were cheap. You could get
those
like
little kids.
Benny's. You could get these fuckers for like $2. We had piles of them at the club. I used to spend the whole field day getting little kids to fucking shoot arrows. And
Nice.
like they were supposed to only get 5 shots, but I'd give them just until I got one. I got them. I showed them how you showed me, Mike.
All right.
Exactly the same way. Like keep your fingers off. Just how you showed me. I did do the dominant eye. That's too much for a little kid.
Right.
But the rest of it was just keep doing it. And then you got to. And one time, I had this little kid come back with another $1. That was the shit. That was the fucking shit. That was like And I spent all day crouched. My knees were fucking hurting at the end of the day.
That kid right now, that kid's out hunting right this as we speak. He's out in the woods hunting.
They caught
with
the
a bow.
bug, big,
Yeah.
big time. I just let him play. As a matter of fact, he started helping me. He goes shag the arrows to come back, and then when nothing was happening, he could just keep fucking shooting them. He's like,
Nice.
yeah, you work here now. Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. That was so cool. I forgot all about that. I fucking love doing that.
Either that or he's turned into a mass murderer.
Archers don't usually turn into mass murderers.
Yeah, gunmen do.
Just kidding.
It's hard to mass murder when you've got like 6 arrows in your quiver and you're like trying to shoot people.
Yeah. Well,
You ever hear that joke when somebody gets in the car and I had the perfect opportunity to say this joke the other day and I didn't do it. But I picked up this young guy and we were talking about Uber and stuff, and yeah, he goes, you guys take a lot of risk. He goes, I might be you never know. He goes, I could be like a, what do you say? What was that? I could be like a serial killer. And I had the perfect opportunity to say, you know what, the odds of 2 serial killers being in one car are really low.
it's good. Yeah. You'll get a
Don't
chance
lose.
again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Someone else will bring it up.
Hey, you didn't want to come down to Cranston For
See that trip I
$90?
got offered?
Was that a real
Portsmouth.
offer?
That's a real offer, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Bullshit during figure that was 5:30 at night,
Anytime.
rush hour through Boston.
How much was that? A 3-hour drive? 4 hours?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
$90, and then you got to drive back
Well,
for nothing.
Probably
So
depends
it's
on
really
what
a
the time of
6-hour
day.
drive, right?
The time of day is
Yeah.
is the big thing on that because like 5:30 going from Portsmouth at 5:30, you're hitting Boston right at rush hour, man.
No,
Hey, how
don't
far
do
have
it.
you gone?
What?
What's the longest trip you ever took somebody?
I think well, I took somebody down to about 40 minutes outside of Providence. I've taken people down to Lawrence. I've taken people to Lynn,
So you'll do it.
but that's
But you
just
can pick one up coming back, you figure? Or do you hop
I
back?
mean, you can
Little,
as soon
I'm
as you
only
get back
going
in New
north
Hampshire.
now.
I I can't pick up I can't pick up anybody in Massachusetts, but I can bring people to Massachusetts, but I
So you
can't
got
pick
to
them up
drive all
there.
the way down there. And
Mikey,
then you
that don't
can't
seem
pick up
worth it.
anybody
I
on the
don't
way
know.
back.
That's a lot of
Okay.
fucking driving for $90.
It's
Holy
not
fuck.
like that. Those long trips aren't worth it because like you say, you got to drive all the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the rider doesn't think of that. They just think, oh, you'll just keep driving down there or whatever,
Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way.
You're not even a
But I'm
human.
not getting
To
any
them, you're a
rides.
robot. You're a fucking
I don't
robot.
want to pick up any. I don't want to pick up anybody who's in Cranston at night.
But what are the chances that
There'll be two of you in the same
two of you
car.
in the same car?
Yeah, I had the perfect opportunity and I didn't do it.
I'd have done it.
Well, you got to kind of gauge if the guy's got the sense of humor. Well, he already brought it up, so yeah.
Doesn't
you
matter
should-
if he's got a
He
sense
brought
of
it up. That was
humor.
the thing. He brought it up. So it was. But Uber's now accepting cash rides, which is I don't see
No,
anything
don't do
good
that. Fuck
coming
that.
from
You don't want cash. Oh, now everybody thinks you got cash, Mikey.
I know.
Oh, what the
And it's
fuck?
supposed to. It's only during the day, like
doesn't
10 to
matter.
4 or something like that.
Yeah,
No, I know. I'm not. You can opt out of it if you want.
It
you
doesn't
know.
matter.
You can
They
opt
don't
out.
know that you opt out.
Right?
But the
You're
first
gonna
thing,
put on your
the
go
first,
put on your Uber. I opt out. No cash on board. That
well, no,
probably do
they'll
that.
know by
Yeah,
the.
do
They
that.
try to book a. If they try to book a cash ride, they won't be able to book me.
Yeah, but if you're
Yeah.
like parked on the side of the road with your little Uber thing, someone can come along and go, "Oh, this guy's got cash. Hey, give me all your money."
I don't have an Uber. I don't keep an Uber thing just for that reason. There's no Uber thing on my car, but it's like an option thing, and I don't see the point of it really. I mean, people. The only thing I can think of is people who don't have bank accounts.
You
You
know
know?
what? I gave an
But
Uber
the
driver
first-
20, but it was just between me and him. Maybe that.
Yeah, a tip is okay. You get
No,
those
not a
once in a
tip for a
great while.
ride. I
For a
paid
ride?
for a ride with cash.
Yeah, they don't do that here. I mean, they discourage that because what happens with that is if you accept cash rides like outside of the app and something happens, then that's on you. You know what I
Well,
mean?
whatever. It's your car,
So-
right? It's your car.
Yeah, but it's like you don't want to do that outside of the app because then all the insurance is null and void and all that. So you stay on the app and
Well,
do it.
it's nice to know that
You
you,
can't trust
You have to
anybody.
have a chauffeur's license.
What?
There's a
Do you have to have a
chauffeur's
chauffeur's license?
No, you just have to have a clean license, clean record. Yeah.
Have car will make
And a good-
money. Well, fucking
And a good
fastest hour
car,
of my
you know.
day.
You can't drive a piece of shit, you know what I mean? They have a certain standard you got to meet with the car. You got to show proof of insurance all the time. Well, at least twice a year, once a year, whatever, you know. And every once in a while, randomly, you have to take your picture on the app. They want to see your face to make sure it's you using the app. And apparently, some people trade, or
Yeah,
share.
they do.
I don't know.
Because my
There's all
driver
kinds-
don't look anything like the picture, but I just ignore it.
So,
Well,
so
I'll
it's
see you
like
guys,
that,
man.
right, man?
Well,
Don't walk out on me.
I hope you have fun.
Don't skip. It's don't skip out on me, by the way.
Oh, Skip.
Don't skip
skip
Yeah,
out.
don't
on
skip
me.
out on me. Yeah.
All right, boys. Have a good sad day.
All right. Have a
Talk to
good
you
one.
later.